Hi, this is Charlie Page, owner of the Directory of E-Zines, and I have a question for you. Would you like to increase conversions? Would you like to make more sales by spending less money and spending less time? This is the type of thing that I like to help clients do. And today I want to show you a way to absolutely do that. And that is by examining the ad tracking mistakes most of us make. And the question today is, are you making these ad tracking mistakes? You know, a long time ago, a fellow named John Wanamaker said this: half the money I spend on advertising is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half. That is so true today for so many people. They spend money on advertising, they're working hard, they're trying their best, but they don't know what's working because they don't track it. So if you like this tip, by the way, I'd like to invite you to visit me at charliepage.com, where I have many more videos and articles and downloads and free gifts for you to help you with your online business. Now, using an ad tracker can be a hassle. That needs to be said. Let me tell you, it just is a little bit time consuming. It's a habit that you have to get into. It's a discipline, and all discipline is difficult for the moment, but later it yields a result. So if we get in the habit of always using an ad tracker, using it strategically, then we really can measure and improve our results. But I'm going to be honest and tell you what a lot of people won't say. It's a little bit of a hassle. It's that extra step. We're always tired. We're always in a hurry. So that being said, it is necessary if you want lasting success. Absolutely every person you know who is successful online right now, every single one of them is tracking results. I mean, there are some things that are just universally true online. You need to have a mailing list of your own. You need to have a blog of your own. You need to track in order to improve results. These are just universally true. So you can do this, and I want to help you see what mistakes to avoid. And in another video, I'm going to share with you which ad trackers work best and how to use them. So for today, let's take a look at the mistakes. Here are the top ad tracking mistakes in my 15 years of experience, which includes, by the way, plenty of mistakes. So here we go. Number one, not using a tracker is a huge mistake. Especially if you're going to send cold traffic directly to a sales letter as an affiliate marketer. If you're not using an ad tracker, it's just a deal killer, because you just don't know what the conversion is unless you can measure the number of people who click your particular link. So not using an ad tracker, and I mean, even if you just use Bitly, not using any kind of ad tracker, mistake number one. What gets measured gets managed. Peter Drucker said this. He's the father of our modern day management techniques, and he was right. If you measure it, it gets managed. Think about weight loss. Think about exercise. Think about any area in your life where you want to make improvement. If you're not measuring, how can you know if you're managing it or not? Okay, mistake number two, changing tracking software or services too often. I've heard many clients say, yeah, I'm going to try this for 30 days and see what I think. Here's the problem with doing that. If you start out with one tracking software and then you switch, then all those links you created during that 30-day period of time, they're going to stop working. So you want to be careful about not switching or changing software or services too often. You know, Stephen Covey said in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, it's good to measure twice and cut once. And that's really what you want to do with this. With ad tracking, what you want to do is choose the tool that you believe will fit you best and then commit to it for a period of time. Now, you don't have to get married to it forever, but it's important to commit for a period of time, because changing tracking software or online services too often can really mess up the links you've already put out, and that can cost you sales. We don't want that. We want you to make more sales. Number three, underusing your ad trackers. Now, what I mean by underusing is this. It's very important to track the right things, but not obsessively track everything. And we're going to talk about the specifics of what you should track in just a moment. But underusing your ad trackers is a mistake. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you're going to promote a particular product as an affiliate, or you own your own product. And in the process of promoting that, you run 5 ads. And what you do is, because you're in a hurry, you use your tracker twice, but you don't the 3 other times. Well, what you've done there is kind of shot yourself in the foot, because you don't know how one ad compared to another. And if you're tracking ad sources, that really is very difficult, because who knows if this solo ad or that Facebook ad or this pay-per-click ad did better unless you're tracking all of them. So underusing your ad trackers can be a serious mistake. Kind of the flip side of the coin, overusing your ad trackers can be a mistake. Some people get ad tracking crazy and they say, I want to track everything. Every link I put out, I'm going to track. That means links in blog posts. That means links in articles I submit. That means ads. And you know what? If you've got a big old staff and a whole bunch of money and a lot of time on your hands, then that's perfectly okay. But if you make a commitment and say, from this point forward, I'm tracking every link I ever use, you're going to end up looking like this gal here. She's biting the edge of that computer because it's just making her crazy. And that's what it will do if you try to track every single link. Okay, let's take a look at what matters most. It's a pretty short list. It really can be simple if you just lean into doing these things over and over again. Number 1, traffic sources need to be tracked. So if you're running solo ads, you're running pay-per-click, you're running Facebook ads, let's say you're doing those 3 types of advertising, those sources all need a different tracker, because you need to say, what did solo ads do for me, what did pay-per-click do for me, and what did Facebook advertising do for me in total. Now, you're not only going to probably run 1 ad on each of those sources, therefore your advertising sources within these traffic areas, they need to be tracked as well. So let's say that you're going to try solo ads. You're going to run 3 different solo ads with 3 different suppliers. Each one of those ads needs its own tracker. This way you can see which solo ad supplier did best for you. Same thing with pay-per-click. If you're optimizing on particular words for pay-per-click, you want to know what your overall pay-per-click campaign did for you. That's a traffic source. But what you also want to know is which keyword was most productive, because what you're going to do over and over again in your online business is you're going to try things, evaluate how they did, and then lean into the ones that did well. You don't really want to try to make weak things strong. You really want to capitalize on what works well. Another thing is conversions to your mailing list. So what I mean by that is this: if you have an opt-in form on your blog, or you've got a squeeze page that you're promoting, or you have another way of capturing email addresses onto a mailing list, you want to know when people convert to being subscribers, because it's a whole different thing to have 1,000 people come to your squeeze page and 100 people sign up, or 1,000 people come to your squeeze page and have 400 people sign up. So how will you know if you're not tracking? That's why you want to track through to the opt-in. Happily, almost every tracker on the market will help you do this. It's really very easy to do. So traffic sources, big picture sources like solo ads versus pay-per-click. Advertising sources like which solo ad supplier or which pay-per-click keyword. Conversions to your mailing list. And then the most obvious of all, sales conversions. You definitely want to be able to track sales conversions. Now, if you're an affiliate marketer, this might be a little bit more challenging, but the way you can do that is with sale notices. If you're getting notices of when you earn a commission, then you can plug that into your tracking. And happily, with many different affiliate programs, you can actually add information to the end of your link to track specific sources. So whether you're an affiliate marketer, you're a product owner, you're a coach or a consultant, or something completely different, all 4 of these situations can apply to you. Track your traffic sources, track the advertising sources as well, track conversions to your mailing list, and then track sales conversions. Now, there are a million other things you could track, but again, you don't want to be biting the edge of that computer. You just want to keep it simple. Let's recap. Not using a tracker, big mistake. Changing tracking software or services too often, big mistake. So you want to measure twice, cut once. Underusing your tracker, in other words, not using it for every advertising, every ad that you place, that's a mistake. overusing your tracker, trying to track everything in the world that happens and follow that thing through the pipeline, that can make you a little nutty. So if you got a big staff or you got a bunch of money, that's okay, but that can be very time consuming. And then not tracking the important things, very important to track those 4 key elements. Now, if you like this, I think you'll like what I'm sharing at my Traffic and Conversions mini course. You can get it free. Absolutely. You can also get on a couple of webinars I have for free. You can join my newsletter, which is free, where I share this type of information and more. And all of that is available at charliepage.com. This is Charlie Page. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have an excellent day. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, share it on social, or in some other way let your friends know. And let me know, too. I would love to hear from you. Thanks, and have a great day.